In combat sports, a new form of brutality is taking over, the power slap. In 2024, we witnessed some of the most devastating knockouts in the sport's history. From thunderous impacts to jaw-dropping moments, these slaps redefined what we thought was possible. These are the 10 most ruthless power slap knockouts of 2024, moments that left audiences stunned and competitors unconscious. Number 10. Miles Jackson versus Brian Ellis. Our countdown begins with a match that proves why technique matters just as much as power. In the third episode of Season 2, Road to the Title, Brian Ellis faced Miles Jackson. Brian Ellis, known for his devastating strikes, faced off against Miles Jackson in what would become a lesson in the sport's strict rules. Ellis unleashed a slap so powerful it literally knocked Jackson unconscious. But there was a crucial error. In his eagerness to generate maximum power, Ellis stepped forward during the strike. His raw power was undeniable. The impact made Jackson's forehead slam against the table with frightening force, drawing gasps from the crowd. Despite delivering one of the hardest hits we've ever seen in the sport, Ellis was disqualified for the stepping violation. But if you thought that knockout was intense, wait until you see what happened when two rising stars collided in our next moment. Number 9. Isaiah Quinones versus Ryan Wallace. At number 9, we have a knockout showcasing the importance of precision. Quinones, with his calculated approach, faced Wallace, who entered the match with high confidence, but left with a harsh lesson. The decisive moment came when Quinones delivered a perfectly placed strike that caught Wallace right in the sweet spot. The impact was instant and devastating. Wallace's eyes rolled back before he could even begin to fall. Quinones' technique made this knockout particularly impressive. A perfect combination of speed, accuracy, and power that left no doubt about the outcome. The replay showed exactly why this deserved its place in our top 10. The point of impact, the follow-through, and the immediate shutdown were textbook perfect. Hold on to your seats, because this next knockout took brutality to championship levels. Number 8. Chris Thomas versus Emmanuel Munoz. The welterweight division delivered one of the year's most dramatic finishes in this championship bout. After 4 intense rounds of back-and-forth action, including some controversy with fouls and flinches, everything came down to the 5th and final round. Munoz, showing why he's called No Love, unleashed a slap that echoed throughout the arena. The impact sent Thomas crashing to the canvas in spectacular fashion, crowning Munoz as the new welterweight champion at just 24 years old. The slow-motion replay revealed a perfect connection that spelled the end of Thomas's title reign. But wait until you see what happened when two heavyweights collided. Number 7. Pono Pao versus Devin Jenkins. Lucky number 7 showcases why Pono Pao is becoming one of the most feared competitors in the sport. This knockout is particularly impressive because it came from Pao's left hand, his supposedly weaker side. After a first strike that earned him a clubbing foul, Pao adjusted his technique and delivered what can only be described as a thunderclap to Jenkins' face. The impact was so severe that Jenkins didn't just fall, he collapsed. The slow-mo replay showed the devastating power transfer, with Jenkins' consciousness leaving his body the moment Pao's hand made contact.
Bye-bye, boy. Put you right here, boy.
Bye-bye, boy, Pao declared afterwards, proving he's got knockout power in both hands, a rare and dangerous trait in power slaps. Even Dana White was shocked by his power. From here, things are just getting more intense. Our next knockout took things to a whole new level of savagery. Number 6. Damien "The Bell" Dibble versus Ryan Phillips. At number 6, we witnessed the heavyweight champion Damien "The Bell" deliver one of the most clinical knockouts of the year. The decisive moment came after a calculated setup. The Bell took a deep breath, twisted his torso for maximum power generation, and delivered a slap that had Phillips falling like a box of rocks, as the commentators put it. This knockout is noteworthy because it marked the first time Phillips had ever been knocked out in his career, a testament to the Bell's devastating power. The impact was so clean that referee Mark Smith's immediate reaction said it all. There was no need for a count. The Bell retained his heavyweight strap and added another highlight to his growing legacy. But trust me, it's nothing compared to what happens next in our countdown. Number 5. Devin Helm versus Bryce Jones. Halfway through our countdown, we come to a knockout that perfectly demonstrates why Power Slap is not for the faint of heart. Devin Helm learned a harsh lesson about saying things that cannot be fulfilled. Jones, showing remarkable composure, delivered a slap so precise and powerful that Helm was unconscious before he hit the ground. The impact reverberated through the arena, leaving the audience in shock. Dana White was visibly stunned after that devastating slap. You think you've seen power? You haven't seen anything yet. Our next knockout left everyone in the arena questioning the laws of physics. Number 4. Cooper Housley versus Stevie Ray Payne. As we enter our top 4, the level of devastation reaches new heights. Cooper Housley delivered what commentators called one of the crispiest, cleanest, pure strikes ever seen in Power Slap. After receiving crucial advice from his coach, John Davis, about hand positioning, Housley delivered a technically perfect slap that connected right on Payne's jaw. The result was instantaneous. Payne didn't just go down. He collapsed in a way that had everyone in the arena holding their breath. The haunting sound of Payne snoring and gasping for air that followed
I think it is. We're getting the thumbs up from Mark Smith.
Only emphasized the severity of the knockout. What made this knockout particularly impressive was its clinical precision. As the slow-motion replay shows, Housley's palm connected perfectly with the target area, following through with devastating effect. The referee immediately signaled it was a clean strike, though his confirmation seemed almost unnecessary given the brutal result. But if you think that was brutal, wait until you see what happens when two titans collide in our next countdown moment. Number 3. Dumpling versus Marusars. At number 3, we witnessed the Power Slap debut of a legend, a man known simply as Dumpling. Coming from Siberia with a fearsome reputation, Dumpling showed exactly why Dana White had been eager to bring him to Power Slap. From the moment he stepped up to strike, there was something different about his presence. His wind-up, described by commentators as looking like a Siberian farmer about to deliver judgment, culminated in a slap that defied belief. The impact literally shut Marusar's lights off mid-fall, his eyes rolling back. The 300-pound Marusarz laid motionless on the canvas as medical staff rushed to his aid. The slow-motion replay revealed the devastating power transfer, with the impact rippling through Marusarz's entire body. This was a powerful slap at its most primal and devastating. Our next knockout raised the bar to unprecedented levels. Number 2. The Hawaiian Hitman versus Evian Scott. The silver medal for brutality goes to a match that showcased both power and the strict rules of the sport. The Hawaiian Hitman, ranked as the number 1 contender, faced off against Evian Scott in what would become one of the most talked about matches of the year. The knockout itself was nothing short of insane. Scott's slap landed with such power that the Hitman's head didn't just snap back, it seemed to disconnect from his body. Though the match ended in technical controversy due to stepping violations, the sheer brutality of the knockout couldn't be denied. This was Power Slap at its most raw and unfiltered, showing why even the most seasoned fighters respect the devastating potential of a perfectly landed strike. But hold on to your seats, because our number 1 knockout of the year is about to show you what true devastation looks like. Number 1. The Crazy Hawaiian versus Vaca Milialo. Topping our list is a super heavyweight title fight that redefined what we thought was possible in Power Slap. When two 385-pound titans meet, you expect power, but what we witnessed exceeded all expectations. After dealing with early adversity and a point deduction for flinching, the Crazy Hawaiian proved why he's considered one of the most feared strikers in the sport. The finishing blow was nothing short of apocalyptic, a perfectly timed, devastating strike that caught Vaca Milialo with such force that medical staff had to rush in immediately. The slow-motion replay showed every devastating detail, the perfect hand placement, the follow-through, and the immediate shutdown of Vacamilialo's consciousness. It wasn't just a knockout. It was a statement that would echo through the sport for years to come. This knockout not only won to Crazy Hawaiian the super heavyweight title, but also cemented his legacy as one of the most devastating strikers in power slap history. Sometimes in sports, we witness moments that transcend the ordinary. This was one of them. Which moment was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.